Julieta Venegas finally spoke about her song La Niña Futbolista and made a fool of herself.
Honestly, I like that you ask me because if it's something like you say, I haven't had the chance to say anything about it. But what I do want to clarify is that I didn't get paid anything for that song. I mean,
she said she wasn't paid for this song.
And it's not that I didn't get paid because they didn't want to pay me. I mean, it wasn't like there was any back and forth about it. It was more like, I'm not going to charge them. I mean, it's just a song. They invited me to do a song.
Do you really think she didn't get paid? I doubt it.
It's a children's song by a group called Patita de Perro to perform it on Children's Day. And I thought it was really nice. I said, oh, how lovely. A song that's timely now that the World Cup is coming soon. Well, how nice to encourage girls so that if someone tells you that you can't, you know that you can, right? And I said, oh, how beautiful. Yes. And also remember that I'm still in that honeymoon phase because I just came back to Mexico. And I said, oh, yes, how lovely. Well, yes, for the girls.
And me, do you guys believe her that it's a song for Children's Day? I don't know. Honestly, I don't believe her. And to begin with, this song had a full production behind it. There was a team behind the creation of this song, and that costs money. I mean, those people who appeared in the song, those empowered women dressed in purple, they weren't there for free. They got paid, I guarantee it. And a lot more money than people think. All of this costs money, it's not free. And obviously this song, as I told you, was funded by the Mexican government and it cost taxpayer money. Now, how much did Julieta Venegas make? Well, I don't know. I really have no idea. It was reported as 14 million, but Julieta Venegas said she charged nothing. Zero. That's pretty wild. And besides, this lady was implying that she was deceived. I mean, she thought this song was going to be released for Children's Day. I don't believe it. Do I really believe it? I really think she knew what she was doing. I'd be surprised if they deceived her like that. Honestly, I don't know. I really doubt her version, but let's keep listening to her.
I think nobody could have imagined everything that could happen and everything that could come up and where the conversation ended up going, which now has nothing to do with the song.
Look, Julieta, I'm going to be very clear with you. From the very first moment, the very first instant I heard that song, I knew it would be a scandal. I knew it from the very first moment, and it's not the first time things like this have happened. We've seen several companies do their marketing campaigns, right? Using feminists, using progress. We saw what Jaguar did, this car company that featured non-binary people. I mean, it had nothing to do with it. With cars, and there's always been a scandal. Always. So, when that woman did that, when Claudia Sheinbaum announced La Niña Futbolista at that moment, I remember thinking I have to record a video. I have to make a video about this. I knew it instantly because it was very obvious.
Oh yes, but like I said, if someone doesn't like it or thinks it's ugly or whatever, I mean, well, I don't know, it's just a matter of personal taste.
Julieta, first of all, if people had already torn apart private companies, I mean, people had cancelled marketing campaigns made by private companies. All the more reason they were going to cancel something made with public money.
It's like something you can't control, but what really, I mean, out of everything that could be said or not said, I would say, well, it really hurts me that people think I charged a fortune and on top of that, an absurd amount of money.
This morning I read an article that said Julieta charged 14 million pesos.
Millions, I mean, it's a mythical figure. Who would come up with something like that? I mean, none of us make that amount of money in a year.
You don't make 14 million pesos in a year, Julieta. 14 million pesos is about $800,000. Seriously? You don't make that in a year. With your tours, your concerts, you don't make that. It seems strange to me, but okay, I mean...
It's absurd. I mean, that's also what seems to me like, I don't know, like something on social media too. Like you have to step outside the social media mindset, stop just seeing a headline and believing it, and step back and use your common sense to think. I wish that money was invested in culture in a single year. I don't know how much is spent on culture here, but it would be amazing if it went toward music, concerts, and everything possible.
Or in trying to find the more than 130,000 missing people in Mexico, right?
It's like such a huge amount of money, right? But like focusing on such an absurd figure, I mean, you know, and also for me, it's not even that I say, oh, that's so offensive or anything like that. Like, how dare they think that about me? I just think, girl, use common sense. I mean, who would give that amount of money? Also, I wouldn't accept it. I did it with good intentions.
I did it with good intentions, supposedly.
I truly did it from the heart. I honestly thought the idea was nice.
And also the song isn't yours. Look, there's something very important here. Even if she's right, let's suppose it's true and she didn't charge a penny, she didn't charge a cent. Let's suppose that's true. This song wasn't free, and I'm 100% sure the government people who always inflate the prices of anything they do will have, quote unquote, spent a fortune on this song. Or at least they will have declared that they spent, quote unquote, a fortune on this song. I guarantee it, it's always the same thing. Guys, this has happened even in Spain with Pedro Sanchez and all these feminists, where feminist campaigns sometimes cost millions of euros, totally absurd amounts that make no sense at all. But anyway, let's continue, please.
Yes, no, actually it isn't mine. It's by Patita de Pero, a children's rock band that's been around for years. In fact, I thought the song was from the 80s, but then I checked and the album was actually released around 2001 or something like that. It's an old song that's been around for years, but I didn't know it. They suggested it when they invited me and I thought it was lovely. I mean, isn't it nice? Isn't it nice to say this to a girl, right? Like, yeah, go for it. I made a few little changes, obviously to the arrangement and all that. I made it my own.
I mean, she changed the lyrics, she made the modification where before it was the parents who said, hey, you can't play soccer, you'd better learn to be a mom. Before, it was both the dad and the mom, but there was a change where now only the dad says it because the dad, well, he's the sexist one. Look, I'm gonna be very honest with you, the vast majority of celebrities and famous people, when they have a scandal, even politicians, they tend to make things up or go on podcasts where they plan certain questions. But in reality, the only thing they're looking to do is answer this, which they know is the most important, and they slip this question in among all the other questions they're asked. It's very common. I mean, politicians and celebrities do it a lot when they're in the middle of a scandal. So, almost certainly, Julieta Venegas went to this podcast to, address the controversy around her. And guys, just look at this. I mean, this song has 51,000 likes and 767,000 dislikes. What happened? Just a month ago, I mean, this was released on May 29th, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check what day it was released. 1 second. May 29th, and it's still being destroyed to this day. This song is incredible. Actually, let's see. Look, let's check out some comments. 6 hours ago, I listened to it for 30 seconds, and the algorithm already apologized to me. I mean, it's incredible that there are people who are still destroying this song even now. Look, just look at this. He went to sign up for the national team and they told me it was wrong. 30 ago. A few seconds ago, a minute ago, 9 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 10, 3 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, 16 minutes ago. I mean, people are constantly commenting on this song. People keep tearing it apart despite the passage of time. Therefore, this woman must be thinking, my God, weeks have gone by and the controversy continues. The controversy doesn't stop. The controversy goes on. What the heck is going on? Well, Julieta, what do you want me to say? Just another day at the office. Thank you all and see you next time.